Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I have a little project I want to do today. I got the idea from watching Scrapbooking with Me, and it's from 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even 7, I'm not sure. And she called it a napkin fold. And what it is it comes out like this. And I thought, look at all that journaling space in there. If this goes into your journal. And this is a double-sided paper, so it could be the pink or it could have been the green, depending on how I folded it. And then you have a little magnet on the back, and you have a magnet up here to hold it closed. And it turns out to be about 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 inches, so it would fit on a journal page. Then I decided to try and do it in a different size, so I didn't want to use good paper until I was sure my measurements would work out. So this one is the same thing, and it's just some brown paper, and it is 8 by 8. And I tried to stencil on it, which didn't exactly work out the way I wanted it to either. If I make more of these, they will be stenciled or stamped or something. Now, when Edith did this, she had papers that she'd cut that hers was a plain color paper that she did, and then she had other colors that she had cut out and glued on here, and that would be fine. You could do that. I didn't particularly want to do it on these. I don't know if I'll do it on any of the other ones I make. So the first thing we're going to do is I have one here, which is what she had, 9.5 by 9.5. And we're going to score it. I'm going to take out my favorite scoreboard. It isn't very big, but it's my favorite anyway. And I'm going to score. And you score at 2 3/8. Move all this other stuff out of the way. 2 3/8. And I'll have to scoot this up in a minute and do the rest of it. And 4 3/4. And 7 1/8. And what I'm going to do is just move it up and finish the scores down to the bottom. If it was a really big piece of paper, I'd turn it over and do it, but it's not. Now you're going to turn it 1/4 turn. And you're going to do exactly the same thing. 2 3/8. There's my 2 3/8 right there. And 4 3/4. And 7 1/8. And I'm going to put this up to the top and do the same thing again. Extend those score lines down. And now you have a paper with a lot of scores. Can you see all those score lines on there? Okay. I'm going to put that aside. I don't need it till I do my next one. This happens to be double-sided paper I got at Walmart. I don't know if I'm that thrilled with it, but hey, you know, I've had it for a while. And what you're going to do is you're going to burnish these folds really well. Now, you don't need to do the one that goes across the middle. You don't have to burnish that one, but you need to do the rest of them really well. And we're going to actually do them both directions so that the little corners fold out like they should. But I'm going to do it this way first, and then I'll flip it over and do it the other way. Okay. It's funny. How is everybody today? I hope you're all doing well. Crafting, doing something you enjoy, watching videos on YouTube. Okay. now you're going to take a corner and fold it up into this middle part. And I have to remember, yeah, I think I want to do this. It's going to be pink on the outside, but maybe I'll do it on the other way. If I could see where things are the other way. And it actually wouldn't hurt to burnish it both ways anyway. You want it to match. I can show you better on this side, I think. You want it to come right up here, and where this side is, it needs to go along this line, and the other one needs to go along that line. And I'm going to turn it over and do it the other way also. And then we'll do this one again. This way. And you want it as close to that as you can get it, because otherwise it won't fold right when you're done. And we'll turn it over and fold it the other way just because I'm there. Okay, now, oh, this one's the one that's not folded yet. All right. And let's put it, okay, well, that's good. Now I'm going to fold it this way again. And I think on this one, I'm going to have the dark be on the inside and the outside. Now, what you're going to do, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this with this way. Okay, you're going to push this down like this, and then you're going to fold this in like that. Okay? I'll do it on this side so you can see it on the pink where it's easier to see. You're going to hold this down there. Let's see, hold it there. Push this one in and hold it down there and burnish it. I always burnish everything. Now this one, you're going to have to turn it like this, fold it in, and holding this down, push that down like that. And the same thing over here. You're going to fold this in and fold this one down like that. So when it comes out, it looks like this. Oh, this will work the way I wanted it to. Okay, now, then you're going to take the corners and fold them back like that so they match back there. And of course, you're going to burnish it down again. And this corner back to here. Same thing over here. I don't know if I'm getting folded very well because I have to push them away from me so you can see them and I don't get my head in the camera and in the way. Okay, and here we have the napkin fold, it's called. Now this one, I would probably put something in here, either put something to write on in here or it could hold a tablet or some tags or something. But anyway, that's how it's going to go. Now I need to retrieve one of the papers that I got rid of from it. I put them in my scrap box too soon because I need to make the little magnet for it. And since this is pattern paper, I think what I'm going to do is just use the pink. And this is a 1.5 inch circle punch. I could use, I don't have a 1 inch, I have a 3/4 inch. I think I'm just going to use this one. That's what I used on the other ones. And then I covered them with some little doilies that I had. And I'm going to use a couple of them just because I want it to be sturdy. It's going to be taken on and off if it's in a journal. I think that'll be enough. And I'll put that away for a minute. Okay. Now I need my magnets. And I got enough out for the papers I'm using. And they like to stick together. Now I have to decide what I want on top. Do I want that or do I want a pink? I think I'm going to just use the pink on top. So I have 4 pieces. I'm going to glue 2 together and then put the magnet and then glue 2 more. Try and get them on there even. I'm going to put the magnet on it. And I'm going to also put the glue all the way around because it will have another paper on it. And this, it doesn't matter which way you put the magnet because we're going to work on getting the bottom of it. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on top here in case the person that gets this decides they would rather have that on there than the pink. Oh, except that won't work for the magnet. Okay, they're stuck with the pink. It just occurred to me that the magnet would not work either way, being a magnet. So we'll just put the pink on here. Well, this could be embellished with lace or something on top of it. And I'm going to put this there for right now. And put that. I want this one right in the middle. Make sure that's centered. Okay. And I'm going to glue that on. Okay, I'm going to put that aside for right now. And we'll work on another one. Now, I decided we could do a magazine page, and I hope it works. I don't know if it will work that well or not. And it is 6 by 6 is what I cut it. And I figured out the measurements for this are 1.5 inches for each section. I'm going to do 1.5 and 3. Where's my 3? There it is. I need to put some ink or something in those numbers so I can see them. And then 4.5. Turn it one way. Now I've glued 2 pieces of magazine, 2 magazine pages together, just so you know. One wouldn't be heavy enough, and it doesn't look like I've got it real even here. Okay, 1.5. And it's not totally dry, I can tell by that. And 3. And 4 1/2. This is for people that don't have digitals or other paper but can get a hold of magazines. And this is not... Okay, that's going to have to dry a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and use this one, which is 8 by 8. And the 8 by 8 is easy. Because it's just 2 inches. Every 2 inches. So 2, 4, and 6. Turn it. 2, 4, and 6. And this, as you notice, this paper is one-sided. So this one could easily be done with some corners different. But let's burnish it real well first. And hope the magazine page dries. I didn't even think about that I just glued it together before I started this. Okay, those meet in the middle. And these need to meet in the middle. Oops, that's not a very good one. Okay. Now I want to burnish them the other direction. Remember, you want to do both directions so that the paper kind of gives in a little bit. This is a lightweight cardstock. Actually, it's a cardstock. It came from a 8 by 8 pack I got a long time ago. Well, 4 or 5 years ago. And that's it. It came from Great Britain, called the Paper Boutique, Nature's Gift. Beautiful papers, but I doubt you can get it anymore. Anyway, we'll go ahead and burnish these down. Did I get them all burnished the other direction? I don't know. Interrupted myself there. Nope. That one is definitely not wanting to go the other direction. Okay. Now, I have to figure out how I want this. I cannot remember which way to do what. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to, first we have to fold these in. To the middles. If I'm thinking about this the right way, I think I want to fold it different, but that's okay. Fold all the 4 corners to the middle. I'm going to fold this up like this. And this one in like this. And these aren't even. This one isn't quite right. Fold it over like that. I think that should work. Okay, now we're going to unfold it. We fold in the side like this, hold that triangle down, and fold these in like so. But I want it the other way. because this one, well, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Nope, I want it this way. I was right. I was doing it the right way. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to hold that triangle, this triangle right here. You want to hold it down, and then these kind of just fold in into a square there. And I think the best thing to do is, once you get it down into the square, then burnish it down. Now you're going to do the same thing over here and fold it down into the square and burnish it down. And the next one, you're going to do the same thing. Hold that triangle, push it in, burnish it down. And this is the last one. I'm going to hold it there. And this is why you burnished all those folds to start with, so this would work, right? And somehow this one does not want to work. Now this is the one where I had that problem. All right, let's see if we can get it to work now. Well, you know what? I'm going to make it work. All right, let's fold the rest of it in like that. There we go. Now this one, because it's single-sided and I have a pad of paper that has different things on it, I thought I might do what Edith did and fold these this way. Now this was an 8x8 piece of paper. You can do it with almost anything as long as you can divide it by 4. You could even do a 4x4, although I think that might get kind of intricate trying to get it done, but I think you could do it. I don't know why you couldn't. Come on, fold over. Something about this one wasn't folded right, so it's kind of being funny here. Okay, so this is going to fold out like this. There's all that space in the middle, but it's really plain. So I'm going to bring over my pad of paper and pick out some paper that I want to. I actually like this other side a lot. I was going to try and cover these with different paper, but that's kind of wasting that pretty paper, isn't it? All right, let's just do it the other way. What the heck? If you want to do it that way, what you're going to do is you're going to cut out 4 by 4 inch squares and then cut them in half and glue it on there. But I'm going to go ahead and fold it this way. Yes, I'm folding it this way. So my pretty paper shows up. That one just does not want to behave. I don't know why. It's being so obnoxious over there. But it is paper, and we know how that goes. Okay. All right. I like this better for what shows in the journal. I'm going to turn it over and really burnish it, the heck out of it. Okay, and then it's going to go like this. I still could put some different papers on there and make that the middle. So let me see what I have here that I might want to do with. These are kind of fall papers. And I don't really want fall. I don't think I want the stripes. Don't want that. That's the same paper I used. Kind of goes with it, but not. Looks like if I want anything the same color, it's going to have to be pretty much the same thing. Maybe I will use the stripes. Now we need 2 by 2 inch squares. And I could get complicated and make them a little bit smaller so that they would the edge would show. No, I'm just going to do the 2 by 2. Okay, that gives me 4 2 by 2 inch squares, and I'm going to cut them. I think I'll cut them one at a time just to be sure. I'm going to go ahead and cut them here. I could do it with scissors, but I don't trust my scissor talent. If I glue that on there. Well, let's do it. What the heck? Unless I glue them in here. Let's see. What would happen if I did that? I want to see what it's going to look like if I did it without doing it first. Oh, well, it helps if you put it in right. Okay. Oh, I kind of like that. Now, do I want them on the outside too? Not necessarily. I think I'm going to put them on the inside there. So it's going to go here. Is that where I had it? Yes. Let's make life interesting. Make it look kind of like a quilt square, maybe. And this is my troubled corner. Maybe that'll help it out a little bit also. Okay, so if I look at this right, it should be this one. Yes. You can see how if you used a plain paper and then use pattern papers for the triangles. You could do all kinds of fun stuff on here. Okay, next one would go here. Now you watch, when I get it folded back up, it'll be all wrong. But that's life. You have to try things. And this one then will go right there. Yes, one on each side. I love this paper. I love purples and greens, and it's just my cup of tea. Okay, let's fold it back up. Okay, fold it back up, Camille. Nope, goes in like that. There. Oh, I do like the way that looks. I do like that. Now I need my piece to cover my magnet, and I think I'm just going to use the stripes. Oops. I don't have any of the other page left. I used the whole page, so I think I'll do this. Oh no, that one's too big. Okay, whoops. And I need a little bit more body to it, so I'll use a couple of pieces of this. There we go. That works. Now the first ones I did, I tried to mash down, but because that's a lump in the middle, it doesn't work so good. So if you just go around the edges like this and get them all tight together, that works better. Now, I'm going to glue this one on the back since I have a choice of which way this top one goes. And the top one can figure out which way it wants to be. Do we want to be that way? I believe that's the way it wants. Yep, that's the way it wants to be. It's like that. Okay, so it goes on a page. Take that off, open it up, and you've got room in there for whatever. Like I said, I think I would probably put a tablet in there or something. I'm going to put something to write on in it for sure. Okay, let's try one more time. I don't know whether it's going to work. The magazine page. We'll see. That side folded. And it looks like this side's going to fold. remember which one. It was this one I had trouble with before. Now let's see about this one first. Get that one folded in. Okay, and that's right this time. Now, once again, I need to fold them the other way. Although the magazine pages aren't going to need to be broken down as much as... It doesn't want to fold that way. I don't know why. Could be the glue. I used a glue stick on it. Okay, and this one in. This way. And this one in. And you know, I didn't pay much attention. I don't know that I really wanted that one on there, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to fold them in. I think I'll fold them on this side where I can see it a little bit better. I fold in the corners to the middle. Moving my mat around here. Okay. This one just feels different because it's magazine pages. It just has a different feel to it. Folding it and burnishing it. So we'll see if it's going to work. It should work. You should be able to do this with any kind of paper. I should be able to do it with dictionary pages, book pages, anything. Anything that's big enough to make it. Now I'm going to have to burnish it the other way, which is going to be a pain. This would work with a calendar page. Matter of fact, I've got some of those. I could have brought in a calendar page and used it. But I didn't. I used a magazine. Okay, now we open it back up. Remember, you do that. And then you close this like that. Hold the triangle and fold them in. Hold the triangle, and it should naturally fold in. If it doesn't, you might need to give it a little nudge like I'm having to do. Just a little nudge. And there we go. There it is. Okay, now we're going to fold these back. I don't know if I've ever seen a napkin folded like this, but it would be kind of cool. I don't know how they would have to do it in a restaurant and press it this way, I would think, because it wouldn't stay that way. It would have to be pressed. Probably be a pretty fancy restaurant. I've been to somewhere they fold the napkins fancy in the glass or something, but not like this. Okay. And there we have that one. So that one definitely needs something in the middle to write on. And probably some decorations. It's not even staying glued together. Look at that. That part didn't stay glued anyway. It needs something to make it interesting, that's for sure. And I think I'm going to cut out a couple of these. Kind of the plain side. I wonder if I can get 2 more out of it. I don't know. I'll get 1. All right, I'll use another paper here that I happen to have, so I've got some layers. I'm going to glue this one in the middle. I've decided that's the easiest thing to do, is glue the bottom one on first. If you glue it right in the middle, you can't go wrong. Unless the top you want doesn't work out the right way. Okay, let's get you right there in the middle and stay there. And the top I wanted isn't the right... Oh, well, there it is. Okay, that works. That works. And I am going to put something on that to make it pretty, because it's not. Might put something on this one too. Ooh. I have magnet to magnet here. Oh, and they liked each other too. Okay. So your warning is, don't stack them up if you're using real strong magnets. I don't know that mine are that strong. Since that's mostly green, let me see, I may have a green doily here. I put one on that other one. I could put another one on here, but let's see here. That has some green in it. I think we'll use that one. Why not? I could put flowers on these things, pretty things like that. Not bad for a magazine page. I'd really like to do something on that, on this one, but no, that one's way too busy, and I don't think I have any lavender in here, or purples. Oh yes I do, but I don't think it's going to go with it. Well, that's not bad, is it? I don't think that's bad at all. I like that. I'm going to put that on it. I like that better than the stripe. So they all ended up with little doilies that I got from Temu on them for their centers. And that's kind of a quick, fairly easy, and you could do a lot of them for your stash. You could make them up for your stash, so you'd have them in the future. So I have 4 here. This one's kind of plain. I could put something on that, but that's got so much around here. So I have 5 of them made up. I will put the measurements in the section. Like I said, I'll put a tablet or paper, something in there to write on, so that it's useful. And it's interactive. That makes it kind of fun. You could actually turn these in and write here. That's not a bad idea either. You can write on this part. Let's see here. I guess you could unfold it and write on all that outside area. Just have to make sure you know how to refold it. Okay, the magazine page. And that one was, what was that? 6 by 6, I think. 8 by 8. 9 1/4 by 9 1/4, both of these. And this was 8 by 8 also. So there's a lot of different things you can make using the napkin fold. This is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and you'll use some of these in your journals. Let me see if I have a journal right here that I could put that in, one of them in, or at least show you how it'll look. I always have this one that I'm not finished yet. I need to work on it. Oh, let's see what would work in here. That one actually might work in there. I could use pink. I could use this one in here too. It's got a lot of spring colors in here. Let me see if there's somewhere I'd rather put one of them. I really don't have any lavenders in here. I do have pinks. Okay, let's look at the pink. I do have pink and green. What about right there? Let me see if there's somewhere I'd rather put it than there. No, I think I'm going to put it maybe in this middle signature. There. I'm going to put it right here. Now, it could be possible that you could use this as a tuck spot, but I think it would interfere with the magnet. You might knock the magnet off putting stuff in and out. You could use it halfway, I guess. I didn't think of that, and I've glued it already. Oh well. And it doesn't matter which way it's turned. So there we go. There it is. There's one of them in a junk journal. Lots of writing space in there. Let's make it fatter and fatter. Why not? I'm known for fat journals. Gaping fat journals. This one could be a 3 or 4 month journal at the rate we're going here with it. Okay, this is Camille at my Junk Journal Heaven. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all those who subscribe. And please give me a thumbs up. It really matters. Somehow in logistics. And subscribe if you like my video. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.